We've adjusted our scene to go ahead and work both with the cat animation and the proportions of Vinny, who was created out of scene. That's one of the little gotchas about creating a character out of scene, but it just highlights the importance of actually having an adjustable environment to go ahead and work with your characterizations to make everything work well together. I'm going to highlight Vinny because he's who we're going to concentrate on now. Let me go ahead and scroll this back here a little bit, right-clicking on the timeline and dragging. As the cat pops up, we can actually get a blink in here for Vinny. So with Vinny selected, I've got Lenny blink slow down here. Now I'm just going to insert, not an instance, it's not a cycling action. I'm going to do it just once. It'll be a copy of that, so I'll go ahead and pop this into the scene. We don't see anything change right here, but if we scrub the timeline, we see Lenny do a couple blinks there. The cat pops up. I'm going to go ahead now and choose to bring in our blend morphs. With this, I can go ahead and say, okay, let's have Lenny look to the left a little bit. Maybe not all the way. It's at about 100% right there. If we go further, his eyes actually leave the side of his head, and that deals with some of the custom masking that was put in place. Kind of like it over there like that, just for the sake of exaggeration. I'll choose Apply. This too is adding a keyframe, but not at the top level of the document, which is what we're looking at. So as the cat continues to do its thing, we'll go ahead and bring back, go to Absolute, the default settings here for the cat. Click Apply. And as the cat starts to come up, I'm going to go ahead and give Lenny a bit of a smile here. Now it's really easy to see how nice morphs are to work with when we start doing this. And I better make sure I click Apply to get that in there. Then as the cat disappears, we're going to go ahead and hide Vinny's smile a little bit. So I'm going to boost the default back to 100%. We're at the absolute setting instead of relative to current. Click Apply. The cat's gone. And what I'd like to do is maybe make Lenny look a little frustrated about something. We're not really sure what. Here I'm going to have him get a furrowed brow. He's starting to look maybe a little bit mean. Let me apply that there. Bring it down a little bit. We'll go ahead and push the default up. I'll click Apply. And I'm just going to have him get sleepy here. Maybe he's thinking about something. Maybe he's not sleepy. Maybe he's just a mean character. So we'll leave it like this, and this is when we will start moving our camera through the scene and get our G-Man ready to go in the background. We've got this predominantly set up right now. Let me go ahead and close our morph adjustments right there. I've increased the frame count to 480, which we may need to actually extend just a little bit. So we're talking about a long shot here in terms of an animation. Usually animation segments flip back and forth, but we're building a little ambiance here to kind of work into the larger animation. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Let's go ahead and run a quick play on this and see how it's working. He's blinking, the cat comes up, kind of smiles, and you get mean, and then he's got little eyes. Now we can go ahead and move into the rest of our animation. So we've got the core elements set up right here. I may want to actually move his head around a little bit. These are the fine-tuning things that we can do later in the scene. I'm interested in the coarse movements right now, and then we'll go ahead and fine-tune once we get everything in place. So we've got our basic Vinny animation done now, and let's go ahead and move on to our government man, or the secret do-gooder, who will appear on the roofs in the background.